All right, guys, welcome back to episode 14 of Debate and Destroy. I'm joined with my co-host, as always, the Fiend from Carrizo Springs.
Loco JJ.
Loco JJ's in the house. You ready to go old school on this one?
Dude, this is a pleasant ride, man. Just sit back, relax in your Pontiac Firebird, and let's go.
And your muscle car. Oh, we're getting down and dirty. It's the 70s for this one. And then we're joined again with our classic rock fucking worshiper over here. The man, the myth, the legend, G Huff. How you feeling about this one, dude? First Zeppelin debate.
Yeah, feeling good.
Yeah.
I think we might get a lot of hate for this.
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
They're both huge in their own perspective.
I think people who
way.
Yeah, I think people who like Deep Purple, like, and have listened to both albums will be like, it's a fair fight.
It will be objective, but for all of the Led Zeppelin fanboys who have
I'm just
not
saying,
listened to it,
Deep Purple,
it's going to be a battle.
It's very clear how influential both these albums are in different genres.
Yeah.
No
Not
doubt.
just heavy metal,
No doubt.
but different genres for sure.
I agree. Yeah, so we're bright and early this Saturday morning, getting the coffee
Hungover.
Hungover.
Hungover, ready to do this.
Hungover, ready to do this, man. So So Zeppelin 4 came out in 71. Machine Head came out in 72. So they're not even a year apart, I don't think. There's only one more song on 4. So do you guys want to cut one, or would you rather combine something?
I can combine it.
Combine it?
Like Lazy? Lazy's pretty long, right?
Yeah, Lazy is pretty wrong. You could combine like 4 Sticks with Going to California.
Oh, I think you should combine Going to California.
Get the mic a little bit closer to your face, just
Sorry.
in case. Yeah. No, you can swivel it too.
Let me look it up.
But yeah.
I don't know. I think we should just combine it with Against Lazy. Lazy is probably the longest song on the album.
Yeah, I think so.
For Deep Purple.
Because I was also thinking you could just get rid of the Battle of Evermore or California.
Or you could
No,
combine.
dude, we gotta have Battle Evermore.
Oh.
I think we should get rid of California.
No,
Why don't
let's
you just
get rid of
combine
California.
Battle Evermore and California?
If we're gonna get rid of a song, we gotta get
Because
rid
they're
of
so
California.
they're far away on the track listing.
Well, why don't you just bump?
We can do
bump
that.
it up, like so.
Put California up there.
Put Battle of Evermore. In
No, but
California's
he's saying
spot.
lengthwise. Lazy's like the longest song.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So
So,
we
we
gotta
should do a
combine it.
combo.
Oh.
To like
Because we'll talk about it later, but it's almost a separate song.
which
With
one?
Lazy, it transitions to something else.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay,
Okay.
so let's just do that
You
then.
want to split it
Alright.
in half then?
Yeah.
So
That makes sense.
this would be number 6, and this is 7. Okay, so let me run through the track listing, the verses. So it's Black Dog versus Highway Star, Rock and Roll versus Maybe I'm a Leo, The Battle of Evermore versus Pictures of Home, Stairway to Heaven versus Never Before, Misty Mountain Hop versus Smoke on the Water, 4 Sticks and Going to California versus Lazy, and then When the Levee Breaks versus Space Truckin'.
Let's do it.
Let's go, dude. Okay, so let's start off with track number 1, dude.
Ooh.
Both amazing fucking
Ooh,
songs, dude.
incredible.
Black Dog versus Highway Star.
Dude. What are we
one's
starting
gonna
off
hurt.
with? Black Dog?
Let's start with Black Dog,
the
dude.
first one.
It's a bigger song for sure, dude.
doubt.
This is like where Jimmy Page is the riff
Oh
lord.
my God. Dude, don't forget about Robert Plant. He kills it in this song. Dude.
No, I know, and I was gonna say I read something that the way he sings like, "Hey mom, I'm gonna bring you groove, gonna make you," you know what I mean? Like that isolated part is heavily influenced off of Fleetwood Mac's song "Oh Well."
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I don't know if you guys have ever heard that song.
No, I haven't.
But if you go back, it's very similar.
It's
like,
very clear
very
cut to
similar.
me, like how unique Robert's voice is.
Yeah.
Like, holy shit.
But Black Dog is a very unique song. Like it's not exactly like "Oh Well," but just the vocal parts, you can see like they were definitely inspired by that.
Yes, dude.
But that guitar riff and like the tone of Jimmy Page's guitar is amazing.
Yeah.
Do
You like all the oh yeah? Oh yeah.
No, dude, I was gonna
Oh,
say
yeah.
that's the only part I don't like, and it's like one of my Zeppelin things I don't love is Robert Plant's constant moaning.
This is where I'll give it a pass because I think it works for that time. And
It works
It
for
works
this
for
song.
this song.
And
It
the
works
song.
for this song.
Very well.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, it works
So-
for this one. There's other Led Zeppelin songs where I'm like, I don't know. If
Yeah,
that
that's a
works.
little too much. Come on,
Yeah.
Robert. Change
But-
it up a little bit. But
this
this one
one's-
works, dude.
Yeah.
For sure.
It does work. But like Will said, Jimmy Page and the boys just hold it down.
I know,
on
and then
the
it's
song.
exactly, and then
Yes.
it's like one riff after another riff.
Yes,
Because then when
dude.
they build upon that one, it gets even better, right?
Yeah.
And it's harmonized with the bass. John Paul Jones is fucking beast. And John Bonham's just slamming.
Dude, John Bonham's badass. Dude.
Yes,
No doubt.
he's amazing.
Yes.
He's got some fucking sick riffs on the back end. But even so, like after the standalone guitar riff, when it goes into like the third riff, that riff is just as fucking good. Where I'm like, there's other riffs on this album where I'm like,
The solo's pretty awesome too.
yes. So we'll get to about what I think about Jimmy Page's solos, but this is a fucking awesome solo. But all around, like, dude, this is like a perfect Led Zeppelin single. Like, this is a top 10
It is.
Zeppelin song.
I personally think it's their best song.
Really?
What?
Yeah,
No
I
way,
do.
dude.
I really do.
Damn.
Nah,
yeah.
dude.
Like it's one of their most iconic songs.
Well, it's up there.
It's for sure in the top 3.
Damn. Yeah, I would put it in like top 10.
Yeah, I'll
Top
do top
10?
10. I would do top 10.
Whoa.
Yeah, dude.
There's so many good ones,
They
though.
got some good ones.
There are
dude.
some really good ones, but
Like, even on this album, you have Stairway, When the Levee Breaks.
I'm not putting Stairway at number 1.
Whoa, oh,
no
dude.
doubt.
You
Just
might
because
have
everyone
to, dude.
does it.
It's too iconic.
Yeah.
It is amazing, though.
This is the most banging track.
Off this one, yeah.
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah. Like I said, and it's just so unique. Like, I can't
It
think of
is.
another song that sounds like Black Dog. I
And
just
Jimmy
love
Page's
that riff.
opening riff just sets the tone for this
Yes.
album. Like
And
that
to
was
me-
a perfect album opener.
Yeah. And one of my favorite parts, too, is when they bring, they keep using that riff, but then, like, I think it's like 3/4 of the way through the song and he harmonizes on top of it.
Yeah.
Stop.
Yeah,
it,
this
dude.
song's aged really well. And
Oh, yeah,
it's
it's
still
amazing.
current today. You can put it on a track today, and it still works, dude.
Yeah.
Right.
It's
No, I
fucking
agree.
cool. That's
Yeah.
unique to me. Yeah.
But going up against Highway Star.
Oh, dude.
Oh my God, guys.
That influence.
This is painful. This one
This
hurts.
one's painful, guys.
Dude, holy shit.
Because just the opening buildup is so perfect, dude.
Right.
Yeah, dude, it's awesome,
Just
man.
the guitar, the organ,
And then the singing starts,
and then-
or the scream, actually.
dude,
brings
Ian
it in.
Gillan's voice.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, it's so buttery. And my favorite part is that the bass, like the bass walk-in.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Oh, my God.
bro, I am not a car guy, but this song made me want to go buy like a Corvette Stingray 68, ride that bitch down like the highway,
Dude, right?
turn this shit up to the max, and just
Oh my
Dude.
It's
And
an
the-
awesome radio song.
I know. And then Ian's voice, like when he just comes in, it's so like aggressive, but not over the top. Nobody gonna take my
Yeah,
car,
yeah.
gonna listen
Yeah, his voice does change, and it's great.
The fucking chorus is amazing.
The music itself is exceptional.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Oh
it's
yeah.
great.
And that's where this whole album excels. It's
Yeah.
just the music itself.
It's
is
more
just-
of like
Boy,
a.
these boys
insane.
can play, dude.
It's just a jam. It's
These-
just a jam track. You know, like
I know.
when they come in on the solos. You know,
Who's the
especially on the
guitarist on this?
keyboard. You're
Oh,
just-
Richie Blackmore,
Dude,
dude.
that guy is
He's
incredible,
amazing.
man. Every
Yeah.
track on this, like he
He's
kills
amazing.
it.
And I don't know if y'all picked up on this, but one thing that Richie did really good on the album, I think, is the voicing of his solos. They sound, all of them sound a little bit different. you
Yes,
know?
I agree with that.
Yeah,
They're just, I don't
And
know.
he's such a bright lead tone.
Yes.
But I love this one because it just I don't know if it's if it's actual harmonized guitars or it's some effect that he has on, but that
Oh, yeah.
dude, it sounds so good, man. I love
that
it.
solo sounds
so pleasant
amazing.
to my ears.
Guys, I'm not gonna lie,
Yeah.
dude. That solo smacks the Black Dog solo.
Yeah,
like
for
it
sure.
smacks the living shit out
Dude,
of it.
he
does.
shreds so hard on that song.
Yeah.
It's
yeah,
insane.
I don't know if the main riff is better, but the solo, I don't think there's a
Just
competition.
that whole section right there when they're coming back
It's
and forth
so
between
amazing.
the keyboard and
I know,
and
the organ
guitar,
and him.
you're just like, oh my god,
Dude, that organ solo is so good too. The way it builds up,
it's just such a jam,
bro. And the drumming is so good by
Dude.
fucking Ian Pace. I think his name is.
Dude, that
Yeah.
guy's a boss too,
Yeah,
man.
amazing. All these guys are bosses, but the organ player just throughout this entire album just
Yeah.
lets it go. But I love Ian's voice, man. Like I said, it's a perfect like. It almost reminds me too of like that fucking desert rock scene with like Nebula and like those bands, like where Josh Homme came from, Queens of the
yeah.
Stone Age.
Yeah.
Like I don't know why, but it reminds me of like that. It seems like it influenced like desert rock,
I
but
think
then
so,
at the
for
same time,
sure.
it seems like it influenced like power metal and speed
Right.
metal and shit.
Like,
Like it's such a fucking. That's
It's
another
so
reason.
diverse in every genre. That's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. Like that's what it
That's
goes
why I
through.
think we picked these two albums. They're not metal albums, but they have such big influence in the
dude,
metal.
for
Like it's
sure.
like pre-metal, and Highway Star is like the pre-metal song.
Yes, dude.
That shit is banging.
Yeah, man. Because it's almost like to the point where it almost gets a little thrashy, dude.
That's what I'm saying. It's like speed metally, right?
Yeah,
Like
it's great.
in the verses, it sounds so good.
Yeah.
So
I just
my
love
only
the
thing with
shredding.
this comparison, right, is like, do you guys feel like y'all were able to like objectively look at the songs without any bias? Because let's be fair, Highway Star, haven't heard it nearly as much.
What? I've
as
heard this
Black
a
Dog.
lot, dude.
I've heard it a
Yeah.
lot, but
Not as much as Black Dog.
Dog comes on every single freaking Kia commercial.
Oh,
and their mom, you know? It's
Okay,
just-
it's not Black Dog,
Come
dude.
on.
But on our local radio station here, Black Dog gets a lot of love.
It gets too much love.
It gets
for
too
me.
much. But honestly, I'm not burnt down on Black Dog. Like
No.
I love that riff so much that I can't
Yeah.
not get over
It
it.
is
Like
good.
I love it.
Yeah.
Like I said, like if I have never heard this song before, it's pretty current to me. It sounds like a current song.
Right.
Like it doesn't sound old at all, dude.
No, I agree, dude. It hasn't aged a day. Like I said, I even though I talk shit about Jimmy Page's solos, like I'm not saying I
This
don't.
one's good,
disres-
though.
I
Yeah,
do
this
like
one was
this
good.
one. Like it doesn't bother me. There's some other ones on this album that they
Come
don't
on.
bother me, but they're just like in 2019 with all the amazing
It
guitarists
would
that have
not
come out.
work, dude.
It's
Doesn't
not the
hold
same
up.
anymore. It
Not
doesn't
work.
hold up. I can't wait to get the flack for that one, dude. If it doesn't matter, because
I
John
don't
Paul
care.
Jones
I
still
don't
shuts
care.
it down.
I'm with you on that.
I think the magic of Zeppelin is the rhythm section, dude. John Paul Jones and John Bonham are amazing, dude. And Robert Plain's voice is so iconic.
Yeah.
But like you said, there's just some parts with the moaning that I can't get down. But
Yeah. It
oh, by
works
the
on
way,
this one.
we didn't explain the rules. If this is your first time watching, we go track for track. We vote on the track that wins, gets a pentagram of truth. The album that has the most pentagrams of truth wins the debate. So that's how it works here at Debate and Destroy.
You.
So I don't know who wants to make the first pick on Highway Star or Black Dog, dude.
I'll take the
But-
first pick.
Oh.
I'll take
let's.
the first
I want to
one.
hear it. I want to hear it.
I'm going Highway Star, dude.
Damn,
Right from
that's
the
a
start.
big hit.
That's
Sets
a-
the tone for the album. It's fucking awesome.
You think it's
dude.
better than Black Dog, dude? This Led
I
Zeppelin
do
single.
dude, I really like Black Dog, but I love Highway Star, dude. It gets, I'm telling you,
Highway Star's a
influence-
headbanger.
It influenced so many fucking metal
Oh,
bands.
you can hear it.
Dude, it's so to me, it's almost the point of it's thrashy. Just so the shredding is incredible. The singing's great. I don't know. I think it's a
The
perfect
bass,
song.
bro. I was
The
gonna say too,
structure's great.
Like at the first part, and even throughout the song, you can hear triplets with the bass player.
telling
Dude,
you.
for sure
That
inspired
drummer.
Steve Harris from Iron Maiden. Yeah, because you hear like,
Yes, dude.
and you're just like, fuck, is that a gallop? This is 1970 fucking 2, dude.
Dude, their instruments are on
D
They
people
just-
are
went
legends.
ham.
top notch.
They
dude.
went ham.
Those guys can play like.
So you're
seriously.
taking it?
Yeah, I'm taking
But
Highway
that
Star.
over the iconic.
I know, it's iconic and it's a great song.
Mama said the way you move, gonna make you
I
sweat,
can listen to
gonna
Highway
make
Star
you
all
move.
day, dude. The shredding is just insane to me.
You guys
To me,
want to hear?
it's insane.
You guys want to hear something funny I read about Highway Star?
What?
The way it was written was apparently Deep Purple was in an interview, and the interviewer asked him like how they write their songs, and then Richie just started playing the G note, and then Richie started playing the G note, and then fucking Ian just started improvising lyrics on top of it. That's how they wrote the
It
song.
worked.
That doesn't surprise me. honestly.
Legends.
Legends. That's legendary.
Some of their songs just jam too hard. They just flow so good.
I know. And then Black Dog's, well, the song title's about a dog that was hanging around the studio, but the song lyrics are about getting burnt by a gold digger and just wanting a better chick.
Nah, dude, I want the car over the gold
The
digger.
car. Bro. What about you, Garrett? What pick are you making?
Man, this is honestly, I think, the hardest pick for me on the album.
Yeah, I would agree.
It is starting off with a hard decision.
Yeah.
hard.
I mean, I think
You're
I'm
not
gonna
going to make
go-
a wrong choice here.
Yeah, you really can't. I
No.
love
No,
both
you will
songs
pick a
so
wrong
much,
choice.
but I think I'm gonna go with Black Dog.
Damn.
Dang.
Yeah, I'm gonna make
Zeppelin
Will the decider
fanboy over here. No,
I know. I hate to be the fanboy, but it's such an iconic song. It's I mean, well, Highway Star is definitely one of Deep Purple's best songs. I was gonna say Black Dog is
Yeah.
one of their best songs, no doubt. But I just feel like it's just so Zeppelin. It's just it's just hard.
That's when people think like, oh, what Jimmy Page is the riff lord.
Yeah.
This is the riff.
Oh, no doubt.
You know what I
That's
mean?
like
This is
one
one
of
of
the
his
most
best
iconic guitar
riffs.
riffs. I mean,
Yeah.
you know.
It's so fucking classic. But
It's the
We'll-
Mount
we'll get there
Rushmore
with
of
Deep
rock
Purple.
and roll.
damn,
for
dude, so I
sure.
gotta be the tiebreaker. All right.
Yeah,
do
it's
it.
gonna be rough.
So I love the riffs on Black Dog, and I love the thrashing on. Like you guys said, this is probably the hardest pick
It is.
on the entire album. But which one am I gonna put on in my headphones in my car Dude, you already know it's fucking Highway Star.
Yeah,
dude.
boy.
I love Black Dog.
Wow.
But Highway Star is such a fucking journey, dude. And the solos are amazing, and it's a headbanger, dude.
It
As
is
soon
a
as
headbanger.
that bang, dun, 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 dun. Oh, that's all I
Hey, I
need,
totally
man.
Hell
get
yeah,
it.
brother. Dude,
I
it's
know.
a badass song.
And I think Ian serves the song better for me than Robert Plant does for Black Dog. Not trying to say he's not great on Black Dog.
Whoa.
Like I said, I just don't like the moaning. It works,
Right.
but it's not like something I love.
And also on
I
this,
would agree with that. But like I said before, it does work for the song, but you're right. It
Yeah.
does it a little too much
the
sometimes.
other interesting thing though is this is like I think this is probably Ian's best song on the album. Like this is the one where he definitely kind of like where he shines.
I
out there
agree.
pretty brightly, but
Exactly, where Robert has a obviously Stairway's on here, so
right,
Yeah.
right.
he does have a better vocal performance.
Exactly.
But it's one of Ian's best ones.
It
because
seems
he's
like throughout the rest of the album, Ian kind of backs off a little bit.
yeah, I was gonna say his voice sounds more like rough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like rougher during the verses. Maybe it's
doubt.
because they're singing about cars and like going fast and stuff.
Yeah.
But it's not as clean as some of the other ones. Like, but anyway, let's go. That means Highway Star gets the pentagram of truth. Damn. I didn't think that was gonna happen, man. So track number 2, Rock and Roll versus Maybe I'm a Leo. Let's start with Maybe I'm a Leo, dude.
I
Because
love the funky guitar work
I
on
know.
this, dude.
Yeah.
It's awesome. It's
It's
just groovy, man. It makes you move.
Okay, and Ian's voice is awesome.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm a Leo, but
And he has a different vocal performance in this song
Oh,
compared
yeah.
to Highway Star.
for sure, dude.
And it's awesome, dude.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
very
but it's very
different.
organ driven.
Oh, for
Like,
sure.
like I know the guitarist Richie's playing like the organ parts,
Yeah.
but that just sounds like an organ riff. Like
I know it does. It's
Yeah,
I
I
have
implement
the same
that.
thing.
to-
It's just it's hard to tell like how they
Yeah.
recorded it.
and
but-
the way the production is, the for me the organ sticks out a little bit more than the guitar. So I could see if you're like someone who's really into rock and you don't
yeah,
like
dude.
the organ, you're not a progger. You
Yeah.
can't get down
Oh,
to
yeah,
like the
it is
I
a
know,
little
I know.
proggy.
yeah, the organ. Well, I don't think it's
Well-
proggy, but it's just like an organ driven, like.
Yeah.
I was gonna say it's the star of the song, dude. The organ.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, for sure. It's driven hard.
Yeah,
But
whereas
when
like,
he comes in on after that second chorus with that little like kind of like a little small solo,
oh yeah,
that line is so buttery.
I know.
Just kind of walks it down.
I love
And
it.
I love the drumming, dude. It's the small little details. Like they do
I know,
little
the
like,
drum-
extra stuff
Bum,
in it.
bum, bum, bum.
Yeah, he does
I
just
know.
extra stuff that enhances the song. It's really cool.
Yes, dude. There's
Yeah.
cool little stops too, and
Yeah.
then the bass is funky as
Of
shit.
course, the boy can shred. The
Oh
solo's
yeah,
awesome
the solo's
again.
great.
Yeah.
Dude, Richie and the boys can play. But yeah, John Lord is the keyboardist name. Dude, he carries it away, man. That guy can fucking slam some keys.
Oh, yeah.
He's no joke.
Seriously.
I want to know, like, on this song in particular, was it Richie's riff originally? Because like I said, it just sounds like it was written as an organ part. So I don't know. Someone out there can answer for me. But it's still a banging song. I just think it's more organ driven than like a crunchy guitar. Whereas like
Yeah.
we'll get to Pictures of Home, but Pictures of Home is for sure more guitar driven. So is Highway Star.
Yeah.
But
I think they wanted everybody to shine, really.
yeah,
And I think it's a good way to implement the organ.
no, that's true.
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah, man. And then versus Rock and Roll, which is like a super straightforward.
Dude,
Right.
that is rock and roll, man.
That is literally rock and roll. It's like the same. Okay,
I
I'm
knew
o-
we were gonna get into
okay.
this.
I'm okay with this song, where Led Zeppelin takes one riff basically, and it's the entire song. I don't think
it's almost the entire song.
literally almost the entire song, which I'm okay with that. I don't think it's that bad of a riff. I think it's actually a pretty good riff, and it's doing exactly what they wanted to do. Because apparently the song was, they wanted to get back to the roots because they were having writer's block is something I read, and they were inspired by Little Richard and his song "Keep on Knockin'." And so they used to warm up by that song, and so this one was just like getting back to just the straight rock and roll riff. So it's
Right.
just that very and then the hi hat.
Yeah.
Been a long time since I rock and roll. You can
Yes,
hear it
dude.
like that 50s like.
Dude,
Yeah.
Robert's
Yeah.
voice is incredible in this.
And they do
Oh,
some piano
yeah.
on there too, right?
I think there is,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Really? I didn't
Yeah,
hear
they
it.
do.
I don't know.
I mean, it's.
I can't remember off the
definitely
top of my head.
not
I think so, but
I enjoy the main riff.
yeah, I enjoy it too. But it's just you know what it is, like going in.
Yeah.
It's rock and roll, and this is a really big song for them too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I
I'm
like
pretty
it.
sure of on like their live shows, I'm pretty sure that this is a staple. I don't remember. I thought I saw that
Has to
somewhere
be.
that they would like either
sure.
open with it or do something. But it's very, like I said, it's just
Dude, live,
in your face.
this would be awesome.
Yeah.
oh yeah.
Compared it to maybe I'm a Leo. I don't think it would work live in a live aspect.
I don't know, dude. I think you'd get your dancing shoes on
I
and
don't
groove it
think
out.
so, dude.
No?
I don't think so. I think rock and roll works for the live perspective. Like,
Do you think?
so
I think it
good.
does more so than maybe I'm
Because
a Leo.
so straightforward and it's easy listening and
you
it
know,
gets the crowd going, dude.
That's the thing. That
Yeah.
song is easy listening, and the one thing I think is cool about the song, it's for sure more basic, but it just flows so easily. Like it just seems like it was an effortless song. You know what I mean? Like I think out of all the songs on this album, this one it just seems like it just fits. I don't know if that's a good word to
Rock and roll or
yeah,
maybe I'm a Leo.
rock and roll. Like,
yeah,
With the album
Okay.
structure?
No, I just mean like
it's place on the album.
its place on the album, Robert Plant's lyrics, how they fit in to the music. I mean, it's just
I
yeah, it's
do
going back to
love-
the roots.
Yeah,
like
it's
it makes sense
just
for
a
where it's at.
really-
I do love where it's
I think
placed.
yes.
perfect.
I was
dude.
gonna say it is perfectly
Coming
placed.
right after Black Dog is just like it just blows that.
I
out
think
of the
side A of Zeppelin might be a little bit more like put together than the side B.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like in the sense of how it flows.
yeah, the flow is
You know what I mean?
really
Black
good,
Dog, Rock
dude.
and Roll, Battle of Evermore, and Stairway.
Yeah, because I like it a lot.
Yeah.
I'm a fan of this song. I
But just
really
the
am.
song itself, I don't know. What do you think of like the isolation part? You think that's like too much of the same?
No, I don't think
Lonely,
so.
lonely, lonely, and
I
then
think
the
it's cool, man. I
And
think
that's
it
one of, like,
works for the
most
song.
iconic Led Zeppelin,
parts. Yeah, when he's when
Yeah.
they slow down.
Yeah,
and
when they say-
you just hear
yeah.
Robert, the lonely, 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 and then the
Yeah.
drums.
I'm telling you, this was a pretty tough
Yeah.
choice for me. I know.
Really? Okay, the guy. This wasn't a. What it was
It's just because
not as hard.
it's structured, like it's easy.
Okay, then let me go
know?
because I think it was a
Okay.
little bit easier for me than the last one. I think maybe
Really?
I'm a Leo is a better song than Rock and Roll.
Wow. See,
Yeah.
it's a toss up for me, man.
Then you
No,
go. What
this
is
one
it?
was easier for me.
Oh,
Pick.
okay.
You
really
pick, Garrett.
okay.
I'll go last.
I really respect Maybe I'm a Leo. I like the song musically. It's much more complex than Rock and Roll. They're two completely different songs.
Yeah.
But I think Rock and Roll's a better song.
Damn, big hit.
Man.
I can see that as like more of a jam.
Yeah.
Like you just throw
It's
it
much
on.
more of a
and
jam,
Yeah.
yeah.
And it's definitely if you're a rock fan, like it is a rock
Exactly.
song. Yeah.
Right.
I started out as a rock fan, and I like that, and I think the simpleness of it works really well.
Yeah.
And-
So you're gonna
and
go with
Robert Plant
I'm
is
gonna go
killer.
with rock and roll.
damn.
Although I
dude.
love the complexity of I am a Leo.
maybe I'm a
too.
Leo.
But man, dude, I can't go wrong. You can't go wrong.
Dude, I just
Jeez.
feel
Rock
like
and roll.
everybody really excels in rock and roll. Robert Plant's vocal performance on that song.
Dude, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
His
Awesome.
vocal performance is great.
He
I think
holds
it's
it down
better
on
than
there.
Black Dog.
But
Personally.
I think
Yeah.
I think Bonham has so much better drumming on other songs.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
just very like
well, it is. It's super
hi-hat sound.
simplistic, but it works for the song.
yeah, you're right. It
dude.
works for the song.
I like it a lot.
Damn. So rock and roll gets the
It,
pentagram.
it was pretty hard for me to
True.
tell you the truth.
Yeah.
It was a tough
I
tough
understand.
one.
Okay, so let's go on to track number 3. Guys, this is an easy one. The Battle of Evermore versus Pictures of Home. If you guys think that the Battle of Evermore is better than Pictures of Home, get the fuck out of here.
It's close. It's close.
It is not.
Oh
If you
my
think that, I'm
God.
going to
Dude.
slap you.
I know
Are you
I'm
serious?
a hardcore metalhead, but Battle of Evermore is so pleasing to listen to.
Oh,
so
really?
soft.
You are so fucking wrong.
no,
Like, your
dude, you
opinion
guys
is
are
so
crazy.
fucking wrong.
You guys are crazy.
No.
What the fuck is
It's
so,
so
good about Battle of
relaxing.
Evermore?
Song.
It's so simplistic. It's the same goddamn acoustic riff the whole time, but it's so.
What do you like, the
easy to listen.
mandolin? Like, what are we going on a
Yeah.
folk journey?
Yes, dude. Indie Paradise. We're going to Indie
Dude,
Paradise.
you are so
I feel like it's
fucking.
more-
I'm not saying that it's better than Pictures to Home.
It's not even in the same league,
Not even-
dude.
I think it's the
Pictures
same
of
league,
Home
guys.
is like the second best song on the album.
Picture of Home's
Not only
great.
that,
It's
I
not the
just-
second best song.
I
First of
almost
all,
feel like the Battle of Evermore sounds more like an interlude into another song. There's
I
like-
think so,
there's
too.
No
Oh,
structure
guys.
to it,
I would,
right?
but
He has a
that's-
voice
that's
of
what
an
I'm saying is the
angel.
structure,
Yeah.
it seems like it's an interlude to Stairway.
I get what they were trying to do with the song, but it doesn't work. Like I don't
Damn,
like
that's a
it.
big
dude, this
I know you don't
influenced
like it all.
generations of indie fans and indie music. I don't.
No,
yeah.
I actually
No.
think another one. I think Going to California has more
Yeah.
of inspiration that
Really?
way.
Dude,
But
Battle-
anyway, what's
It's
it
a
called?
good song.
Battle of Evermore. I think Garrett hates on it too much. I like some of the mandolin, and I like Robert's like harmonies with himself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's not making the Zeppelin playlist
No.
anytime soon,
Hell no.
dude. Like it's
Not a bad song.
Okay,
though.
so
bro, but it's no, dude. Let's talk about Pictures of Home.
Oh, that drum
Guys,
intro is heavy.
the
dude.
drum intro is amazing.
it's
The guitar
awesome.
riff,
It's a fucking awesome song, dude. But
and the bass solo, guys.
dude, the guy can
Roger
play.
Glover fucking throws it down on that bass solo.
You get that nasty solo, dude.
And then Ian's voice pictures of
Oh my
and then
God. It's a great song, dude.
Dude, that guitar riff's amazing, man.
And I'm not saying it's close, but
It's-
Evermore's
it's-
good.
It's neck and neck
Yeah.
with Highway Star.
Ooh,
that's
that's
a
now,
big
dude.
Pictures of
statement.
Home is
No.
amazing. This is my second favorite song on the
It's
album.
not neck
No,
and neck.
no.
Yes,
Not
it is.
even- no,
It's
no.
so good, guys. It's so good. The,
bass
drumming,
line
the
is
bass, the
fucking
organ.
incredible. They let him shine in that. Oh my god.
Oh yeah, and he fucking lets
Yeah.
it go, dude. And you're over here talking about the Battle of fucking
I'm just
Evermore.
saying it's a good song, dude. You're
It's
discrediting how
not,
good of a
dude.
song it is.
It's an average song. It's very weak on this album.
He's the voice of an angel. I cry every time I listen to it.
So my thing about Battle of Evermore, like if we walk it back a little bit, it's just it feels like a speed bump on the album. You know what I mean?
Damn.
Whoa,
It does.
that's
No,
a big
I don't know
shot,
about that, dude.
I
I
think the
so.
placement was wrong on it. You know?
I don't think.
I think it's so much better than going to California.
I think if
I get what they were trying to do with it, but it just doesn't really work for me. I just think that it was just kind of a weird thing. Track 3, I mean,
yeah, but like I said, I think it works well as like a slowdown before you get to Stairway to Heaven.
I could see that maybe working like live, but I could see that in like a live.
But I like it on
performance
like the
better.
album, dude. You put on side A of the vinyl. This plays all the way through. I think it works.
Me
But-
too.
Because we're gonna get to side B where I'm like they start off with something stupid. I'm gonna like lay into it.
Yeah, that's kind of dumb.
But apparently like there is there's lead vocals with I was just reading this right now because I'm on Genius with a folk singer named Sandy Denny, a member of the British folk band Fairpoint Convention, and with whom Led Zeppelin had shared a bill in 1970 at the Bath Festival of Blues and Progressive Music. So I guess they just wanted to write a song that was a little bit different had that folk vibe.
I think it worked.
But
I don't know. I like the mandolin in it. I just
Yeah.
that weird thing where like kind of none of the like choruses resolve. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
when they're trying to harmonize, but like nothing really resolves. That was
Yeah,
just
I
kinda
like that
weird.
too.
That was
And-
kind of weird to me.
I was only reading the lyrics, so maybe someone out there can tell me if the lyrics have anything to. Because I didn't read them when I was listening to the song. But if they have anything to do with Stairway, I didn't know because maybe they flow together as like one thing. I don't think they do though.
No, I don't think so. I
don't
think it's
so
its
either.
own
They're just
separate song.
That would have been cool as like a build up, even more. That's what I'm
That
trying to
would
get
have
at.
been cool.
Because it sounds like musically it could be there.
But regardless, Pictures of Home.
Picture of Home,
it's
fucking
so
st-
fast
it-
paced, dude. It's so much fun.
Picture of Home's
That's a
amazing.
clear
If
winner.
you haven't heard that song, go fucking listen to it because it's amazing.
These songs are
dude.
complex, dude, and it's great.
That's
dude.
a great
it
rock song.
shows
It is.
how talented these dudes are, man. Like they
Deep
kill
Purple.
it.
Lars was right, dude. Lars from Metallica is always fighting for them because
Yeah?
they're not in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Dude, they're
No one
underrated.
talks
No.
about them.
Oh my! They deserve it just from this album alone.
Dude, this album alone, then you got
Insane.
fucking In Rock.
Yes,
There's
dude.
so many
These
good
guys
fucking
kill it,
albums.
man. They're so underrated
Yeah,
to me.
this is another one
Yeah.
of those albums though that you can put it on and just like, especially if you haven't heard in a while, cover to cover. Just
Oh, it is a cover
Oh,
to
yeah,
cover.
the whole
Yeah.
album's
And the
great.
whole thing is like
Yeah.
everyone knows fucking what's the big single?
Smoke
Smoke on the Water.
yeah,
Which is like that does not do
That's-
justice to Deep Purple.
no.
I mean, it's a
the
good song.
epitome
It's a good
of
song.
generic to me.
No, dude. They're only saying that because of how many times you've heard it.
I don't know, man. I think a lot of riffs.
We'll get
sound
there when we
alike.
get there. But
Okay,
anyway,
whatever.
Pictures of Home gets the pentagram of truth. So let's get to track number 4, which this is a fucking easy one too.
Come on, yeah, this is a
Stairway to
joke.
Heaven versus Never Before.
It's a joke,
guys.
Unfortunately,
Stairway to Heaven, even though how many times it's been played, how many times it's talked
it's a
about,
masterpiece.
it's a classic. Like it's an absolute classic.
head to toe, man. Masterpiece. Structured so
My
well.
only problem with Stairway to Heaven
What is it?
is that second to last song line where it's like, "You be the rock and not the roll."
It bothers you? It doesn't bother me at all, dude.
Is that not a little cheesy?
No.
No,
I think
does that
it's
not hit
pretty
you as
cool,
cheesy?
man.
To be the rock and not the roll. Am I the only one who's like, all right,
What?
it kind of cringes me out a little bit.
It gets you cringy? No, I think it's cool.
Why? What the fuck does that have to do? I'm gonna read it in the context
Oh
of the
my
song. Dude.
gosh.
Let me pull up the lyrics.
I mean, You could say that now, but like you're debating it like 50 years post-release. So
I know.
it's kind of hard.
We're talking like if it's current though, right? Now.
That's the crazy part though, is that we are talking about it like it's current, you know, like it still holds up.
So you don't think it
there
adds
walks
any
the
value?
sorry, there walks the lady we all know who shines white light and wants to show how everything still turns to gold. And if you listen very hard, the tune will come to you at last when all are one and one is all to be a rock and not to roll. I don't know if I love that last line, dude. Like it's building up to something awesome, but
And then it just
like I just feel like they were like in the studio and be like, but like, you know, everyone loves to rock and roll, but how about we be the rock and not the roll?
Dude,
It's
how
like,
perfect
oh,
is that?
Jimmy, that is fantastic. Like, dude, I don't know, man.
I think
I just think it comes out of a place of try-hardiness.
no way, dude. It works.
Maybe I'll get hate for that. I don't give a fuck. This is 2019.
I think
dude.
it's
We heard
funny.
it
It's
all.
awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's just perfect. But I will say my problem is people overrate that solo like a mother.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I think it's very melodic. I really like how
It
Jimmy Page
is.
comes
Yeah.
into the solo, but like when people start saying, "Oh, it's the best guitar solo of
Ever
all
written?
time."
A lot of people say it's the
No.
best part of the song, and no way.
No, the best
No
part of the
way.
songs are the riffs.
Yes, dude.
Yeah.
And the one riff where it finally picks, because it's like 3 sections, right? It's the slow section, builds up, and then builds up. The
yeah.
third section with that.
Yeah, that part's pretty good
It's
too.
so much fun.
Bro, the best part about I'm going to tell you my favorite part about the solo is John Bonham's fucking drum fill, dude.
Yes, dude.
Oh
It's
my,
so it's
oh, man.
excellent. It's
That is one of my
excellent, dude.
favorite drum fills probably in rock history, dude.
Yes.
It's beautiful triplets. And the tone of his drums, stop it. That's like one of my favorite parts of the entire song.
Dude,
Because then you hit the transition,
sounds
I think.
great.
Yeah.
Sounds great.
And then the second drum fill that he does, it's like he's playing the same triplet pattern, but just on the snare. So ba-ta-ta, 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 ba-ta-ta.
Yes.
Oh, it's too much, dude. That song is amazing.
Well, we all know it's a clear-cut winner, but we can still.
But
go
never.
with
Okay, the reason I don't
Before.
like Never Before, honestly, this is my least favorite song on the Machine Head album. Right?
I don't like the intro.
I don't like.
Well, I like the bass
I like
line.
the intro. Boom.
I like that bass line in the
I
beginning.
like
I don't like
yeah.
the guitar and stuff. It's just weird.
And I even like the verses, like she's mine. I don't like the chorus. Never before.
It just doesn't
Never
have the
That's
hard
not feeling
impact
it.
like Stairway to Heaven does. That's
No, not even close.
Yeah,
but
it's
even
not even
compared to all the
close.
other songs in the album, it's not better than
Yeah.
Maybe I'm Leo. It's not better than Lazy,
No.
and it's not better than Space Truckin'.
So I think it's I think it's okay. Like it's
Yeah.
just it's not. I don't know.
it ain't making the Deep Purple playlist.
No.
No.
No, for sure. Bottom.
Never before.
There's still some good things about the song. Like,
Yeah.
I still like the first couple verses.
Yeah, the verse parts are awesome.
melodically it
Yeah.
works. You know, I think the chorus is okay. I'm not a big fan of that intro. It's just kind of weird.
I'll say it again on every song. These guys can just play.
They can't
Like,
play.
just
Yeah.
can, yeah. They
That's
kill it.
true.
Yeah.
That's true. But Stairway to Heaven, man, that's a fucking absolute masterpiece.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know.
And what are the fucking lyrics about? Did y'all
I didn't look it up.
do y'all get into that
Nah.
whole debacle? It's not
No.
important.
What?
You know, everyone's like, "Oh, they're the deepest lyrics that have ever
I
been
know.
written."
If you play it
I've always
backwards,
heard.
you're the devil.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say, dude.
There's a lady who's sure.
That shit used to trip me out. No joke. It's like, oh my god, I saw it on
We
YouTube.
got a record player here. Let's throw it
Oh,
on.
and let's spin it
Spin
backwards.
it backwards. We'll be the judge.
No, I like the lyrics. I think it has to.
Yeah.
For me personally, I think it has to do with materialism, like in our everyday lives. But I just think it's not the be all end all of lyrics. Like
I think they're pretty good.
for 70s lyrics, dude, you know I'm taking Rush lyrics, bro. Neil's lyrics are the bomb to me.
Sabbath has some really good ones too.
Sabbath does have some fucking
Yeah.
awesome lyrics too.
But how about in retrospective of like the rest of Led Zeppelin songs? Like how does Stairway's lyrics hold up compared
Yeah.
to Rock and Roll and Black Dog?
It's okay, yeah. It's definitely the best
Yeah,
lyrics on the
yeah,
album.
for
You're right.
sure.
I give
Yeah.
it that. I like when the levee breaks, but yeah, when I'm trying to think compared to some of their other big songs, I don't really remember the lyrics of like Kashmir. It's better than Good Times, Bad Times.
Right.
A lot of their other songs.
So
Dazed and Confused.
don't even get me started.
Oh, you gotta.
Oh, no.
So we gotta talk about. We're not gonna talk about that here. That
No.
story's hilarious. We'll have to
Um,
save that for like Tales from Concerts segment. I don't know.
So, this song's really cool. I really like though on this album how Robert Plant just goes ham on like a lot of these songs. And
Yeah, but
obviously none of us have never seen Led Zeppelin live, obviously. Yeah. Does anybody know, like, when they went on tour for this album, like, can he really hold it down, like, throughout this album from, like, Black Dog, Rock and Roll to the song? Like, that is a lot.
I've only seen that. Do you remember that? I used to have that channel Palladia or whatever when I had cable, and they would always have that one show.
Oh,
the one where he busts out the bow for the and Jimmy Page is wearing like flowers, like a flower suit.
Popular concert.
I think it is because I think they play Stairway.
No, because
they open with
Dazed
Rock.
and Confused with
They do
with the bow.
Yeah, they pull out the bow, but I think.
So what album is that off of?
I think
off of previous. Yeah, well,
Dazed and Confused is off their first album, I think.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
you're right.
That's off Zeppelin 1 with like Good Times, Bad Times and shit. But Robert, I remember, I got to rewatch it. It's been a while, but I remember him being able to hold it down. So
yeah,
I think so. But that's another great thing about Stairways. You see the range of his voice.
Oh yeah,
because he follows the pattern of the song, like starting low, going to the mids, and then the really highs.
Everybody only gives him credit for his like kind of screaming.
Yeah.
But I really like his voice on his lower range stuff, like when he's more of just talking.
Yeah.
I think it's really cool.
I think you see
really
that with
good.
going to California.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. But anyway, Stairway to Heaven. That's an easy win. It gets the pentagram of truth. So we're halfway,
so now we
dude.
Get into the B-sides.
No, we're halfway. We're at the intermission. Let's talk about these two album covers, dude. Hold them up.
Dude, this is a joke.
I don't even need to look at them, dude, because I already know. Let the camera look at them. That's a joke, bro. We all know that Zeppelin 4. What the fuck is Machine Head's album cover?
I don't know.
Everyone look at that. What is that? Come on, guys.
I don't know. It's metallic. I guess
metallic.
It works for the
no, dude,
title.
but the whole thing is the fucking Zeppelin 4 front page. It's like
so artsy.
It's a little more artsy, but open it up for everyone, JJ, because if you guys have ever seen people with Led Zeppelin shirts, I never knew that artwork came from the interfold of
cool.
Zeppelin 4.
I like it a lot.
Yeah, I like it a lot. I'm glad they just don't put their name on it. It's just like a picture.
Like a Van Gogh painting.
About Van Gogh.
Yeah, this front one.
Oh my god.
Yes.
JJ, you gonna get smacked. No,
Oh my gosh, shut up.
But yeah, man, I'd rather go. Is it tilted so it looks all right? Yeah, it's good. Okay.
Zeppelin's artwork's always been pretty good.
Yeah, that's some cool stuff.
There's a couple in there that
yeah,
aren't,
I'm trying to think.
They're for sure artsy.
I like the first one with just like the Zeppelin on fire.
Yeah.
That one's awesome.
I've got 'em up.
I like, dude, In Rock by Deep Purple's hilarious album cover. It's like Mount Rushmore, but it's them.
Yeah.
That one's awesome.
They got really cheesy album covers.
Yeah, maybe that's the reason they didn't blow up, man. It's just all about the album covers. If I was in the record store, I think I'd pick up Zeppelin's over.
Oh yeah, for sure.
That Machine Head one is
I
just
think album
whack.
covers
And the
back
back,
then
everyone
mattered
is just like you're looking at the back side, like it says Deep Purple, but backwards with the Machine Head.
I think album covers back then mattered a lot.
They do.
Well, yeah, because think about it. If it's not like today, dude. It's like when we used to go CD shopping.
Yeah.
It's the same concept where you're flipping through CDs looking at the album work. But for us, it was like whichever one has the parental advisory. That's the one I'm grabbing.
Look through these though. Like Led Zeppelin had a lot of really, really cool album covers. I wonder what the story is on those. Like who did
yeah,
them?
Who's the artist?
I've
Yeah.
always
they're all kind of like you could tell they're all drawn by the same artist. There's a couple in there that are kind of like Led Zeppelin 2.
Three and 2 are like not the best.
No.
I hate 3. I don't know what the fuck that shit is.
Yeah.
I like 1. I like 4. House of the Holy's really cool. Physical Graffiti's all right, and then I don't like the other ones. Well, actually, Into the Outdoor is pretty cool. And then it has Full in the Rain, dude. That's a great one. I don't know if you've ever seen those. You'll have to look them up later. But Deep Purple's. Have you ever seen it in Rocks? Garrett, we were just talking about that.
No, let me.
It's like Mountain Rushmore, but the Deep Purple members.
Oh yeah.
It's
No, I've seen-
hilarious.
Yeah.
So that's an easy winner. Zeppelin 4 has the better album cover. So let's continue on to track number 5. I think this is so fucking easy, dude. The B-sides. Misty Mountain Hop with Smoke versus Smoke on the Water.
Very interesting, Misty.
Guys.
That's kind of an interesting matchup.
It's an interesting song.
Misty Mountain Hop is an interesting.
If you
song,
think about buying this album in 1970 fucking 1 and you hear the first side, you just finished Stairway to Heaven. You're like, fuck, I can't wait to what's on the B side of this.
No.
You flip it over and you get Misty Mountain Hop.
What the?
It's the same riff the entire fucking doom, 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 doom.
I don't like it.
And Robert's vocal approach, Oh,
very weird, right?
It's
Yeah.
almost a little annoying.
I don't like that part, but I like
Yeah.
the baby.
Yeah, it's just he's going along with the riff. That's why.
yeah.
No.
Yeah, and it just sounds weird
There's
to
a
me.
second riff that they bring in, but they end it way too fast every time. Where it changes a little bit because if they let it go, John Paul Jones throws down a sick bass part. But they don't let the riff play out long enough,
they
dude.
they revert
And then you go back
Yeah.
to the bam, 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 bam,
Yeah, they revert
bam,
back.
bam,
It's the
bam,
whole
bam,
thing.
bam. Dude, I never want to listen to
I
this
think
song
it's
again.
either you love it or you hate it.
Like, I
What?
never
You don't
No,
like it that
don't
much?
Dude,
stop.
I never.
I think you're
Oh
hating
my
way
God.
too
Bro,
hard,
I
dude.
never want to
Way
hear
too
the.
hard. It's an
Way
okay
too-
song.
It's an
No,
okay song.
guys. The
But I
bam,
think it's either
bam,
you
bam.
love it or hate it
Yeah.
song because it's the same riff. And
Do you
like,
guys love it?
I don't love it.
Exactly.
Okay,
so
I
it's
guess
not
I
a love
You
it or
hate
hate
it?
it.
So you hate it?
I'm
I
on
wanna
the
hear
verge
the
of
def-
hating it.
Look, I like it.
Yeah.
I think it's
Okay.
a catchy song.
There's
It's
some
okay.
cool parts. Like I like when Robert he lets out an awesome like screaming part where like he's kind of like breathing the mic already, and then he just hits you. With,
yeah.
Dude, I love that shit. But the song overall,
The
is
more I
just
think about it,
so
the more
repetitive.
I do hate it. Because I
is-
can't listen to that riff over
Bro,
and over,
it is
dude.
so
Yeah.
fucking repetitive. I
Yeah.
just can't get down. And you want to compare it to Smoke on the Water?
Bam, bam, bam. What is?
Yeah.
Okay,
That's no competition.
Yeah.
that is no. Well, okay. So I was worried with Smoke on the Water that since it's so iconic, and then I've heard it so many times that I wasn't gonna like it. Like I wasn't gonna be able to listen to Fresh Ears. No,
Hell
dude.
no. That song
Yeah.
It's a great song. We are waiting.
Well, it's because most people just play that beginning part, but the
Right.
actual
the
song,
exactly.
yeah.
That's what I was about to say.
Yeah.
It's the beginning that's overplayed.
So
Yeah.
But I love the way the organ brings
The
it in.
actual song
and then you
itself
have
is
the
cool, dude.
Yes.
that's one thing I love about this B-side though of the album.
Yeah.
Is that Ian's vocal range is crazy.
I know.
But he really backs off and they just jam on the B-side.
Yes,
I love
And
it.
it's
Yeah.
nuts.
He's very good at when to go overboard and when to
right.
pull back.
And he backs up. So I think he really lets them shine
Yeah.
on Smoke on the Water. Well, I don't even know if I would say that because that's more lazy where I think he lets him go.
You
go
think this is
crazy.
the most iconic riff of all
not
time?
not him being lazy. There's a song called Lazy.
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah.
That could be
sorry.
misconstrued.
You think this
Yeah.
is the most iconic riff of all time? I feel like it is, dude.
It's for sure like top
It's
five.
like that and
That
Iron
one,
Man.
like, smells like Teen Spirit. What was it? Like
yeah, I would
Nirvana,
say
that
like for
one.
now for like modern guitarist,
it is, dude.
anyone's first song, dude.
I'll
It's
learn
like
on guitar.
Enter
Look,
Sandman's
it's-
up there.
no, I think this one's like guitar. Like if you're just
You might
learning
be
guitar,
right, yeah.
iconic wise, it's this Iron Man. Smells like Teen Spirit.
Yeah. I don't know. I think it is.
Well,
dude.
this
I think-
song is for sure more iconic, I think, than Smells Like Teen Spirit.
Yeah. For Zeppelin, even fucking Stairway, a lot of people do Stairway for to learn those chords,
Oh,
yeah.
you know. But I think this one's so easy because you can play it with
Yeah.
one string.
It's four
Oh,
notes.
yeah.
Yeah, so dun 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 dun. dun.
So it's easy.
So and then
easy
you can
learning,
learn
too.
a power chord.
So I think that
off of
enhances
that.
it.
Yeah.
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 For sure.
But for me as a metalhead, dude, there's only one song I want to learn first on guitar. If I was to tell anyone, it's fucking Black Sabbath by Black Sabbath.
Oh,
Doom.
dude, that's so heavy, man.
Doom.
So doomed.
So doomy. But I even like the story of the Deep Purple, like Smoke on the Water, about the fire at the Frank Zappa show, and that's where they were going to record this album. I just love it because I love
Yeah,
how
where
we.
did they record? Didn't they record it in like a bathroom or something?
No,
Or
I
a
don't.
hallway? Like they were gonna record it at like it was a theater or a hotel. And
They were
going to
record it here and it burnt down, so I'm not sure where they ended
Yeah.
up recording it. But this was like in Switzerland or something like that. But yeah, that's what the story's about. Some idiot with a flare gun. That's what says some stupid. But I love the Frank Zappa and the Mothers.
Oh my gosh.
Smoke on the water. Get the J out, bro. A fire in the sky. Side note: have you guys jammed Frank Zappa at all?
No, I haven't.
That's Prague. That's Prague.
Is it super Prague?
City. Yeah, I did.
Oh my gosh.
I did a couple albums, but Joe's Garage. That album's amazing, dude.
Man.
It's like parody almost. Like a lot of the songs are kind of like funny.
Remember, Prague
kind of
was
like
hard.
Primus.
Uh-huh.
A little bit like in that direction, you know.
Oh,
like
okay.
The lyrics
Oh,
like
super
Jared was a
funky
race car
and
driver,
weird, yeah.
but it's more like why does it burn when I pee? Like that's the big song of Joe's Garage. But
Remember,
this,
it was so hard for me to get into Prague.
I know, but the
Yeah.
ending song, bro, because this guy can play. It's an instrumental called "Watermelon and Easter Hay."
Oh my god,
It's,
those-
dude, It's amazing.
Those song titles sound so ridiculous.
Oh, there's so
dude.
many good ones. But anyway, Smoke on the Water, guys. That's an easy win. Dude.
Yeah.
Pentagram of Truth over Misty Mountain Hop. I never want to hear that song again. I'll reiterate that.
It's not that bad. Come on.
I can't listen to that riff over and over again.
But I mean, I think it fits in the album though. Like,
Yeah.
I think it works.
By the way, we didn't say at the intermission it was 2-2, but now it's 3-2. Machine Head's got one up.
Ooh.
So let's go to. So how we did it was 4 sticks combined with Going to California versus Lazy.
Dude, no. This is easy for me.
Easy?
What? It's easy.
Oh, fuck yeah, it is.
Let me hear it.
Taking?
Okay. Lazy is no doubt my favorite song on this album.
Whoa.
Damn,
It's a
really?
great song.
Yeah.
I
for
didn't think you were
sure.
gonna pick that.
Dude, they go ham on there. I mean,
Really?
I love
The
the
instruments?
organ instrumental. Like in
Yes,
the beginning.
I was gonna say.
Oh my god.
What is that, dude? It's like a 2-minute build-up before you even get to Ian like
That
singing.
thing is
It's
crazy.
awesome.
I love
2
it.
minutes
It's-
and
it's
18
awesome.
seconds before the build-up. For the build-up.
I
That's
know.
insane.
That organ line in the beginning is just so good.
Yeah,
I
and then
mean,
they slowly introduced all the instruments.
hearing
They
that
have
live
so many
like,
elements.
melts my face.
Yeah.
I mean, it's too good.
There's so many elements in this song, dude.
It
You
is.
get
And
a
that-
little
I like the way
blues,
Yeah.
groove.
Yep, and then Ian singing because it starts off
Yeah.
slower,
Yeah.
like lazy, don't want to get out, whatever it is.
like
and
I'm
then,
at a
then he
jazz
gets
club,
higher,
dude.
that lazy.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
love
kind
that
of
shit.
felt like y'all would say maybe that like when they actually get in the singing part that the song becomes a little bit more basic, which it does. It's
It
more
does.
bluesy.
Yeah,
But I just feel like the beginning of the song is just such a jam.
yeah, it's such a great
Just
build-up.
I feel like this song is where Ian was like, all right, just let's let the guys just go ham on this song. And
But I
it's
think-
just
does
really
come in,
cool
it's
how
good.
where he
Yeah.
comes in. I don't know. This song's a masterpiece.
Yeah, I think it's a great song. I don't think it's I think it's top tier on the album. I think it's definitely better than like Never Before.
I think it's
and
number
Space
3
Truckin'.
for me.
It's a tie between Lazy and Smoke.
Really? I think it's better than Smoke for sure. I don't know. I just like. I love
Yeah,
Lazy,
but it's
dude. Lazy's great.
It just
Smoke
bangs.
on the Water is easier to just like put on. Like where Lazy's kind of like a journey. Like if you're just
Yeah.
doing something, it's different. But I guess if I'm
Oh, I know
if
what
I'm
you're
sitting
saying.
and just listening, I take Lazy. But if
Yeah.
I'm like in my car, if I'm doing something, I take Smoke. You know what I mean?
Oh man, I love listening to this song in my car. Just crank it.
Yeah, like
get
you said,
blasted.
there's great dynamics on it too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Dude,
dude.
let's get to 4 Sticks. Or have you want to talk a little bit more about Lazy?
No, you go to 4 Sticks.
Because okay, 4 Sticks worried me because I thought they were about to do the exact same shit
Yeah,
as Misty
because a
Mountain Hop.
retro riff.
No,
Right.
because
And
I thought
it's-
they were gonna take the doon 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 doon. I thought that was
Oh.
gonna be the entire song, and I was like,
sounds like it's
but
going
it's not.
that way. Yeah,
It's not. I like the change parts because of the guitar playing,
Right.
but I love the drumming on
Yeah,
this
that's what I was
song.
gonna
yeah,
say. The
it's
drum
very
is
good.
killer on
So they
this.
call it 4 Sticks because Bonham had 4 sticks in his hand while he was playing it. But I like the groove that it keeps going the entire album.
Yeah.
I think John Paul Jones has an awesome bass line. But
I don't like the ooh and ah again.
yeah, the oohs and the ahs are all right. But it's definitely better than fucking Misty Mountain Hop, and it's better than Battle of Evermore for me.
Yeah.
No way.
think-
Battle Evermore.
Because I just
I
think
it's
love
better
Battle
than
Evermore.
Four
I don't
Sticks.
know
I think it's like
why,
a
dude.
flowing song. Like it flows. Like
It does.
it's just a
It's
different.
cool.
Yeah.
It's not like in your face rocking, but it's just like more of like doom doom. And I like that ending solo, whatever he fucking
Yeah.
puts on.
It's like
this
that fuzz pedal,
effect.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
Whir,
pretty cool.
whir,
It's a
whir,
cool
whir.
effect.
Yeah.
I like it a lot.
I love that shit too. And even Robert's voice is pretty badass on it. What do you guys think about going to California? Since we're gonna combine
I'm
them.
just not a fan of it, dude. I just
But
don't like
that
the song.
is folk, bro. Tell me, it doesn't sound like Mumford and
It
Sons.
does. It
Doodly-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo.
does.
That vocal hook at first.
Yeah.
Okay, first of all, why does he have to moan at the take a gasp of
I don't know
air
why
at
he
that first
does
part?
that,
Does that
dude.
bother y'all?
That's what
When you put it on, did
it
that bother?
kills me when he does
Yeah, he's like,
that. Like why?
Why is that
Why
there?
would you add that?
it sounds so stupid. But
It
the
doesn't add anything to the song.
big jet plane, that whole part, that it sounds a little like Mumford and Sons.
So, yeah,
I'm not
I-
trying to compare
Right.
Led Zeppelin to them. I'm just saying like that's the folk vibe that I get.
I like the first verse and the intro and stuff. I'm not a big fan of the chorus of Going to California.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's where it kind of loses me a little bit.
I think this is the worst song on the album.
No, dude, I think it's better than Battle of Evermore.
No, dude, I
Yeah,
like
I am
Battle
with Will.
Evermore.
I think it's better
Battle
than
Evermore all day.
I think Battle of Evermore is cool, like instrument wise, because it has the mandolin. But I just think going to California, at least I can put it on like in a different type of listening. Get down to
yeah.
it.
You
'Cause
definitely
I can
have
get down
to
to
have
some
a
of the-
different type of
Yeah, 'cause,
listening
like,
for
I can
You
this.
get-
can't listen to Battle of Evermore out of like the context of the album. Like
Yeah.
you can't just put it on and listen to it.
Exactly. I would never.
don't-
This one I would a
disagree
little
on
bit.
that. I can do that.
man,
I
that's
can do it
weird.
with that. It's just chill. It's a chill
I think
song,
that
dude.
about this one, dude. But honestly, I'm more of a metalhead, so it's not like I think the song's amazing.
Nah.
No.
Like I said, it's just more of a folky jam.
Yeah. Then again, I'm just gonna choose the blast beats over this anyway.
That's why this is still like proto metal. Like half the songs aren't really metal; they're more rockin'.
Yeah.
But I just think Black Dog is definitely has metal influence, and so does like
This
When
music
the
just
Levee
paved the
Breaks.
way for other artists.
Yeah. But the folk stuff shows the different side of Zeppelin.
Yeah.
But compared to
I think
Lazy, dude.
It works live probably.
Yeah,
Like
dude.
if you were to hear Led Zeppelin live and hear.
Yeah, this would be a great one to slow.
California.
This one would be a great one to slow down. Didn't they
think
play
that
it
would be
when we
cool.
saw the cover band Led Zeppelin 2?
Yeah, I think they did.
Yeah,
I think it works.
Pretty
When you
sure
see
they
it,
we
did.
did see it.
I feel like especially at the stage of Led Zeppelin 4, if you were to see them live and they would play all their songs, I think Battle of Evermore and Going to California would fit in like awesome.
A big set, because
live.
if they're
Yeah,
playing
big
like
I think
set.
it
if they're playing like a
Yeah.
2-hour set.
Yes.
Yeah, you need a- you need
that
a
would be
little
cool
bit of a
live.
chill.
But album wise, like I don't want to.
Yeah, and it'd be cool to just have like a guitar up there and the bass and no or like
Yeah.
someone on the keys or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
But then because I actually like Robert Plant's voice a lot on this track. Like you
Yeah.
said, the lows.
That's funny.
I was
disagree
messing
on that too. I don't like it on this.
Really?
No, I
I'm
like
not
it
a
when-
fan.
Aha! I like that
No,
hard as it
dude.
seems.
Yeah, he has like a cool like accent almost.
Yeah.
I
It's
like
very
it
different.
because it's iconic. Like
a different
it's just
track.
when you hear him, you're like, that's Robert Plant.
Exactly. I think it once again it shows the diversity of his voice. And
Right.
he actually does have a really good like timbre, like tone to his voice when he
Yes.
sings lower. Because my biggest problem with Robert Plant is not the highs. It's just like when he does a fuck ton of like moaning and shit.
Yeah.
That shit drives me crazy.
Oh,
Whereas
I
like
know.
this,
On a
like
whole lot of love when they have that like 2-minute interlude where
Oh
it's just
my
him
gosh,
making weird ass
yes.
noises. I'm like, the song is so good, and then it's like you got to get through it.
yeah, it's not like I
diminishes a
hate it. It's
bit.
just like I could do without
weird.
it. I could
I-
do with
yeah.
just a jam from Bonham
Yeah.
and JPJ and fucking
Yeah.
Right.
fucking Jimmy
But
Page.
so Led Zeppelin 4 though, I feel like has the least amount of that throughout the rest of the album.
Yeah, like the moaning
like
and stuff.
2. Oh my god, it's a great album, but
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
is
gets
that
a
the one with
little
Mo-
too
is that the
much.
one with Moby
dude.
Dick?
Gets a
it's got
little
Moby
too
Dick,
much.
Whole Lot of Love.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Just between those two songs, that's 5 minutes of Robert Plant moaning. Like, seriously.
That's true. He moans a lot, dude.
He does.
That's funny.
That's
So
awesome.
Lazy, is that the easy win?
Yeah,
Lazy
dude,
gets
that's
the
the easy
pentagram
win,
tree.
for sure.
All right, guys, we get to track number 7. We're at the end here. When the
me.
Levee Breaks versus Space Truckin'. Guys, I think this is such an easy one.
Such an easy song.
When the Levee Breaks is so fucking good, dude.
What? No,
Get the
dude.
fuck out of here.
Truckin' is where it's at.
No way. If y'all, dude, you guys
Dude, you
cannot
guys
pick
are
Space
crazy.
Truckin'. How is Space Truckin' better than When the Levee
Dude,
Breaks?
it's a jam, dude.
It is.
How?
The guys can play. The riffs are awesome in this song.
That chorus is not that
Dude,
good,
the
dude.
drums
Come
in Space
on.
Truckin' are awesome.
yes,
Come
dude,
on.
the drums are killer.
Let's go,
You don't like
Space.
that?
The
Dude,
drums-
seeing that live, come on. Dude, I would,
And the
I would
bass,
come
like,
on all day, dude.
The bass in the chorus is so sick.
yeah, I don't know how you
Guys, that intro drumming tone for When the Levee Breaks is out of this world,
Dude, the
dude.
drum fills for Space Truckin' are killer too.
No, man.
And the solo's awesome. The whole song
John
is great.
Bonham, one of his great, like, it's not a like amazing drum beat, but the tone of that bass,
The
drum,
tones are great.
it's amazing. And the way,
Well, ain't no
guys,
Space Truckin', dude. You're crazy. You're out of your goddamn mind.
dude, and the harmonicas and the bass riff.
Look what I wrote. Solid song, but ain't no Space Truckin'.
You crazy, dude. I take When the Levee Breaks, crank that shit to
Oh
a
my
fucking
gosh.
11, 12,
It's a great
13,
it's a
14,
good rock
bro.
song, dude.
No, that song is an
Dude,
amazing
you're
rock
crazy.
song.
You're
Space
nuts.
Truckin'
Space
all
Truckin'.
day. You're out of your goddamn mind. You think that.
Over When the Levee Breaks, dude.
Oh,
Dude, okay,
man.
so Space Truckin' is like always in the top 3. Like when you talk about Deep Purple songs, like most
It's
people
up
put
there.
Space
No
Truckin'.
way.
Yes,
Yeah.
a lot of people.
It's
love
not even
this
top
song.
3 on this fucking album, bitch.
Oh my.
Highway Star's better. Picture of Home's better. Lazy's better.
Pictures
Smoke
of Home is not better.
Yes.
No.
God,
I think
way.
you're
Pictures of
wrong
Home
on
is
this.
so
I think
much
you're
better.
so wrong on this.
Y'all are
dude.
wrong, dude. I cannot believe y'all are gonna pick Space fucking Truckin' over When the Levee Breaks.
I don't think
When
it's
the
even that
levee
heavy.
breaks, no
Dude,
one
I love this. This is one of my
else
Deep
here.
Purple Machine Head has like one of my favorite B-sides of any 70s album.
Really?
I love that. I mean, I know it's only 3
Yeah, it's-
songs, but Those
Their
three
songs are amazing.
Just I love them.
That's a
so
pleasure.
much.
It ends with
They're
the
awesome.
high, dude.
It ends with the
awesome.
high.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it does. Like that. I read
Yeah.
this review of the album back, in the 70s, and they were talking about how it just leaves you wanting more, and it's
Oh
so
yeah,
true.
so
It
true.
does.
It's an amazing album, dude. It's a fucking masterpiece. But guys, when the
Can't
Levee
believe
breaks,
it was easy for you.
that shit's so easy for me, man. I can dram that shit fucking, like I said, max volume. I think everyone puts on an awesome performance. The guitar's great, harmonica's great, bass is amazing. Robert's voice, the way it gets more and more, and then the drum tones are like the best you could ever
The
want,
tone
dude.
is great.
True.
Oh, it sounds amazing. And the story about how they recorded his drum, that's like a 22-inch bass drum, and they
my
had to do
God.
some shit where they recorded in this huge room with like something swinging. Dude, amazing. Hands down, one of my favorite songs. Dude, it's my
One of
second
your favorites?
favorite song on this album.
I don't even put that in
might-
the top 5 Zeppelin
Whoa.
songs.
Bro, that
Like,
might be
what?
better than Black Dog.
No, it's not, dude. You're
Oh
losing.
my
I'm
God.
losing
No,
my mind,
Gonna
dude.
get
Okay, it's
killed in
the
here.
third biggest. I think it's the third best song on his album. Black Dog and Stairway are better, but it's way better than Rock and Roll, guys. Way better.
Dude,
It's
you're
not my
wrong,
favorite.
dude. Rock and roll's awesome.
I'm
No,
a big
dude,
fan.
this
So
one's more of like you
straightforward.
lay back, dude. If sun's going down, you're on a highway, you put the shit on, and you put one hand on the
And
steering
you're
wheel,
gonna
and you
fall
go,
asleep and crash.
no. Oh my God. I'm so done with you.
Just kidding.
Just because you want to go space trucking? Come on.
Dude, I want that. Come on, all day, man.
I mean, I like Space Truckin'. It's a good song, but it's not any. I can't believe you guys think Pictures of Home is not better than it.
Dude,
I'm
that's-
shocked that you
I love Pictures of
that you
Home.
picked that. Honestly, I thought the bass would just get you in Space Truckin'.
I love the bass, dude, but there's just something about When the Levee Breaks, dude. That's like everything I want in rock and roll. That's in When the Levee Breaks, dude. Like,
It's just the instruments, dude. I'm telling you, these guys can play. They're
Space Trucking's a little
incredible.
corny to me, man.
I don't think so.
It's a little corny.
Dude.
Dude.
you're a hater.
I mean, I like Ian's voice and the bass and all the instruments. Nah, man, but it's not. I can't wait to see people just slam on y'all.
Nah, dude,
No
they're
way,
gonna be
they're
with
gonna
us,
take us.
dude.
They're gonna take our
No,
side.
dude.
Us,
Everyone
no doubt.
out there, it's When the Levee Breaks. Put them on back to back. When the Levee Breaks, max volume is so much better in Space fucking
Oh
Trucking.
man.
So y'all are going with Space Trucking.
Yes, dude.
Yep, no doubt.
I
Easy
honestly
win.
thought, Gary, you would go with
Hell
When the
no.
Levee Breaks.
I thought you were gonna go
I'm not a
Space
big fan
Trucking,
of-
dude. I
yeah.
really thought.
yeah,
Wow,
we all had our, I guess.
Our turns.
Yeah,
crazy.
I thought I'm with JJ. I thought for sure you'd go Space Truckin'.
I didn't, dude. Damn. So Space Trucking gets the pentagram of truth. So that brings us to the dude. I think we're gonna get a hate out in the community for this final score, dude.
Was it a wreck?
Zeppelin 4 got two
Oh
pentagrams
my
of truth,
God.
and Machine Head got 4 or 5, dude.
Holy shit! We never had that
Wow.
happen
5 to
before.
2. It's a
Usually it's
blowout.
pretty
I'm not
close.
gonna lie. I thought that I liked Machine Head better, but I thought that
It'd be
4
closer.
was gonna wreck.
I thought this was gonna be super
Yeah.
close, dude.
I think
didn't
it's
it
the
would be
way
a
the
wreck.
track
Well,
listing was. Okay, let's.
I thought going from the beginning, I thought for sure that you guys would pick Black Dog over Highway Star,
Really?
and I thought Rock and
That
Roll
was
would
a hard
win.
one.
I
Nah,
thought
man.
Rock and Roll would win
Even
also.
listen to it as a whole.
I didn't think Rock and Roll would
Well,
win.
first of all, this is not even Led Zeppelin's best album. To
yeah,
me.
that's true.
And Deep Purple. I
It's
think this
probably
is
their best album. We only picked them because they're like basically a year apart.
Yeah.
not
So
even-
like, for that point, I could see why it's a wipeout.
yeah. Next time we have to do Zeppelin 2.
I think that'd be
Versus
super.
Machine
I
Head?
think that might just win, dude. Because both
But
of them-
everyone loves Zeppelin
know.
4, dude.
I thought
Because
4
it's
was
the
gonna
big
win.
hits, that's why.
I-
It's
I
the
don't think
bigger
2 would
hits.
It's
win
because
either.
everyone knows 4 because of Black Dog, Stairway, and When the
Stairway,
Levee
yeah.
Breaks.
There's
Those
more
Yeah.
big songs.
They're,
on
yeah,
it.
exactly. Those songs are
Yeah.
huge. But putting the album on as like a whole, like if I was to put on my record player and go through the whole thing,
Oh, I'd go Deep Purple.
It's easily
all day,
Machine Head.
dude.
Yeah, no, it's
but let's
it's
talk
cover
about
to cover.
because I
easily.
actually thought about too, like changing the track listing to have Highway Star go against Stairway since they're like the two big
big
songs.
hits?
What
Oh,
would
if
y'all pick
that-
on that?
I would personally pick Highway Star.
I picked Stairway.
You would
Yeah,
pick
I do
Stairway?
Stairway.
Yeah.
I love Highway Star, and that was fucking hard for me. But I just think that the range.
I love Black Dog also. That was really hard for me
Oh
too.
yeah,
Like,
I'm just saying because I think most people would put
What
the
about
best song being Stairway versus Highway Star. I still
Yeah.
would think I'd go with Stairway. But
Nah,
what about
dude. Black Dog
fucking-
versus Smoke on the Water?
Black Dog versus Smoke? I go Black Dog too.
I go Smoke on the Water? No, I wouldn't.
I go Black Dog.
Yeah, I go
Yeah.
Black Dog.
And then when the Levee Breaks versus Pictures of Home, for me, I take
You're out of your
Pictures of
fucking
home.
mind.
I think I
dude.
take pictures of home, dude.
Okay.
I love pictures
Don't
of
even
home.
say it.
But I love when the levee breaks, man. Don't get it
think-
twisted.
I think just
bitch.
as a whole, this album's better. Machine Head is a better album.
Yeah,
It is.
I agree.
I feel like
but
this is very similar to when we did Paranoid versus Masters, because we all thought that there was bigger songs on Paranoid, but Masters just flowed a lot better.
True.
Yeah, but I still thought that it would be like 4-3. You know what I mean? Not 5-2. Dude.
I know, dude.
Shit.
Landslide.
I gotta be honest, I don't know.
Like I said, I thought Black Dog was going to beat Highway Star.
Yeah, I
Wow.
did too.
I thought y'all were going to both pick Black Dog.
I wanted
Yeah.
to so bad.
I don't know if 2 would have won either. I mean, there's more songs, so we would have had to combine some. But only 2, like, their 2 biggest songs on 2 are Whole Lot of Love and Ramble On.
Whole Lot of
Ramble
Love's
On.
badass,
But
though,
Moby
dude.
Dick's on there too. It's a great song.
And, yeah,
The
it is a
drumming's
great
amazing.
song. I don't know.
Well,
But anyway,
It'd be a weird one.
that's the final conclusion. Machine Head is the better album here today on Debate and
Damn.
Destroy
Wow.
over Zeppelin 4.
incredible.
Shocked.
If you think Zeppelin 4 is better, what's their opinion, JJ? Tell them.
Oh, they're wrong.
Opinion is wrong, bitch. And if you got something to say, leave it in the comments. Email at us. Fucking go on Instagram. Tell us we're wrong. I would love to hear the explanations on why Zeppelin 4 is better than Machine Head. But not today, because
Nope.
Machine Head is the winner.
Yes.
Anything you want to? Any closing notes, Garrett?
Nope.
JJ, what about you?
Nothing. Just saying thank you.
Thanks, guys. Keep on head banging, motherfuckers. We'll be back next week. See you later.